This is the Raisin Carter podcast, and I am your host, Ramon Weatherall Senior. And the Raisin Carter podcast is a podcast dedicated to fathers. Fathers with sons. Fathers with sons that want to be more of an integral part of their lives. Because you only got so much time. I heard somewhere that you got the first 18 years and then the rest of their life, you got 1 year. So you got 19 years to be a part of your kid's life. After that, it's a wrap. And my question to you today, fathers, is, are you tired of other people speaking for you? Other men, women speaking for us, saying what we want, what we mean. Do you think it's time for us to start speaking for ourselves and not allowing other people who don't get down like us speak for us? Speak for you. You can't speak for us. And I bring all that up is because of a Tyler Perry interview that went viral. He probably knew it was. And what he said about men and women and black men and black women making more money than black men, and how black women should look past that. So I want you to watch this video, and then from our friend, our representative, Tyler Perry, because he thinks he can speak for us. Let's see what he has to say.
In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money.
That's not true.
If you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means
I don't even think the woman interviewing him believe this shit. She just is so, on his team and don't want to disagree. You could tell how she's saying, yeah. She don't agree with that.
I need somebody they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have. Well, you keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go and keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I remember I was having a conversation with you, and I was going, I can admit that I had fallen under that. Like, okay, I actually may have misunderstood what meet me at my worth meant. I thought meet me at my worth was meet me at my net worth.
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
At least meet me at my net worth. Yeah.
Okay.
He can't, brother, you can't. I mean, first of all, black women don't make more than black men. And I have the data here to show you. But sometimes when someone is so popular, you get out of touch with us regular folks, okay? And I was listening to a morning radio show, and she was like, well, I'm tired of men telling us that we need to settle for men that don't make, for something, and we shouldn't be ashamed for us making a lot of money. First, you out of touch too, because who are you talking about? Because on the average, black women don't make more money than black men. So who are you talking about? You? You talking about you? Okay. You no, none of I'm not telling black women to settle. No brother I know is telling you to settle. Oh yeah, go settle for some dusty dude or some dude who can't do nothing for you. Nobody's telling you that. But what you can't do is have it both ways. And you're going to hear me say that a lot because that's my saying. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, I'm not going to settle, and then complain that there ain't enough brothers out here for you. Because, newsflash, men don't care about how much money you make. The man that you want doesn't care how much money you make. He don't care because he got his own money. How much you make don't make no difference to him. As long as you got a job, you can take care of yourself. Okay, cool. That's not gonna come up. Only some dusty dude that's, who's thinking like a woman cares about how much money you make. So if you take money off the table, why you ain't got no man? Why you can't find nobody? Because number one, the man you want is probably already got a woman. Somebody already done snatched him up. Number two, he probably don't want no relationship. The man you talking about, he don't want no serious relationship. He doesn't want a serious relationship right now. Or ever. I don't know. He's just out here doing his thing, doing his thing. And number three, there's someone else there's a woman from another race who he's dating. That's why you can't get him, because he's dating some other woman from another race. Or it could be that he's not heterosexual. But we talking about heterosexual, man. He's either got somebody, doesn't want to be in any type of serious relationship, so he's just doing his thing, moving around, going on a few dates here and there, have some fun. He's concerned about himself. Or number three, he's off the board and he's off the playing field. He's off the board. He's with someone else, from another woman from another race. How is that how is that his fault? What does that got to do with you going around talking about you shouldn't have to settle? And perpetuating and pushing this narrative that black women make more than black men, which is not the truth. And I have the data to show you that. Here it is. The average U.S. income. As of 2023, the average U.S. income. This is broken down to the very last compound, as they used to say. This is broken all the way down. Here is the table showing the complete data of the U.S. Medium income from 2024 till now. So this is what the average full-time worker is making from 2024 till now. Right now is $56,940. So for all the women who say, I need a man who makes six figures, this is the average. This is the average. Some gonna be more than that, some gonna be less than that. We gonna see. You gonna see. And this is broken down, the annual income by state. It's all broken down by state. California is $109,260. It says Colorado, $11,000. Good Lord. That can't be true. He must have left off a one or so, a zero or something. Hell no. Here in Wisconsin, where I live, 91,000. But let's get to the real data that we want to see, since people keep saying the average U.S. income by gender. By gender. This is the annual income for men in the United States since 2024. $61,000. So about 40 shy of six figures. All the, for the hot girl summers and everybody like that who says they gotta have somebody making six figures else you can't mess with me. This is for women. 61, 51. Now I'm no mathematician, but that's 10 G's short. This is all women and all men. This isn't even broken down by race yet. No, we got age. Because a lot of people say, oh, man, they would be on the, they on social media and they think, oh, I got to be a millionaire. I got a son that's 28. The average income for someone who's 28 years old is like $38,000. Well, no, it's $52,000. 52. And that's high. But that's far from six figures. But this is broken down by race. 61 for white people. This is everybody. This is everybody. This is just white people. This is white men. White men make more money than anybody. Are you surprised? I'm not. This is white women in different age groups. This is of April of 2023. This is now. This is of black men broken down This is of black women. Now it's close. Well, above 55 isn't really close. But the other two, between 54 and 16, is close, but you still don't make more money than black men. So where are you getting this from, Tyler Perry? Where are you getting this from, morning host in Milwaukee? Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from? But this breaks it down even better, even more. Now, this is by ethnicity. This is the average income of a person that's white, black, Hispanic, Asian and Hispanic. Look at this, $76,000. They Asians make more money than anybody. Now, this is the women. Black women only make more money than Hispanic women. You don't make more money than white women or Asian women. These are the women, these are the people you competing with. This is who you should. And let me just say this. Black women, if I'm not mistaken, have more education than anybody. So why are you getting smoked by Asian women and white women, and Hispanic women are on your tail? But you got all this smoke for the brothers. You saying you make more money than us, but these women that you have more education than make more money than you. Makes no sense to me. That's who you should be getting at. But you want to be friends with them. You want to go out to dinner with them. You know, white girl, they have more fun and all this and all that. All your smoke is for us. It's telling us that, saying we making you settle. We not making you settle. But these people, these women make more money than you and you got more education than them. Now here's the men. 47,268. 44,824. This is of April 2023. You don't make more money than black men on the average. You don't. You don't. You have more education than anybody, and you don't make more money than black men. Is that right? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not telling you to settle. But stop saying stuff that's not true, and stop using us an excuse for the reason why you don't have a man. Because it's like make it seem like it's a bunch of dusty brothers out here who don't want to work and you don't want to settle for it. No, that's not it. That's not it. I mean, I think it even goes into education by, they don't do, let me see, man, they don't do by ethnicity. But I proved my point. I think I proved my point. And if you want, I can put the link for this blog or this post, this blog post or this information in the podcast description, because I'm not. This is not something I'm saying. I'm just tired of people saying stuff that's not true. Deal with the real issues. Like I said before, either he's got a woman, he doesn't want to be in any type of relationship, or he's in a relationship with a woman who isn't black. None of that has anything to do with how much money you make. Nothing. And I want to show this last video because I think this is telling. This a lot of women saw this video and like, not me, I'm not doing all that. But fathers, school your sons on relationships and the type of woman that he needs to pick. The woman he needs to pick is the woman that's going to give him the best life. And here we go. Check it out.
Let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive? First step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. It's not a one size fits all. So I can only tell you what it means to me. Now, for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve all my life, and it was rain, sleet, or slow. I think we talked about this on the phone. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. It's not my responsibility, but
it's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional.
A part of that lack of conditions too means that you do your duty joyfully regardless of what's being done for you.
That's it. I do my duty joyfully regardless of what is happening to and for me. Now some days I might be more cheerful than others because I have my own stuff going on. And there's times where it's like, I don't even want to say what's going on with me because again, I know how to deal with me and my pain. I'll cry in the shower and keep it moving, But in the art of submission for me, because I can't speak for everybody, is being joyful about it. That want of, and I think not even just a want, the power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better. And that's a choice.
And easier.
Yes, better and easier. That's a choice that you have to make. I always make the choice to do it.
Now, if any man was given the choice to have that as a woman, I'm willing to bet 9 out of 10 are gonna say yes. Now, there's always some dusty dudes and some scrubs that will get with a woman like that and mess it up. Hell, you never know. Maybe even Cam Newton might mess it up. I don't know. But that is what any man will want and will run through a brick wall to get her whatever she wants and whatever she needs. Men want respect. Women want attention. That's how you spell love. To men, it's respect. Women, it's attention. Men, stop letting other men who don't really understand what it is that we're going through to represent us. Don't do it. Don't do it. Tyler Perry talking about he went out with Oprah Winfrey and Tina Turner and Gail. This is who he hangs with, women. You can't speak for us, bro. Oprah Winfrey invited the cast of The Barbershop, the movie, onto her set and didn't invite Ice Cube. He couldn't come. But this is who Tyler Perry hanging out with. I want to hang out with Ice Cube. I'm sure a lot of y'all want to hang out with Ice Cube. You can't speak for us, bruh. And women, you can't speak for us either. If you having trouble finding someone, that's on you. Maybe it's the things that you doing. That don't got nothing to do with us. A lot of women don't know what a real man looks like. I'm gonna end it with this, a story, real quick. I was in a grocery store one day. I just got off work. I worked third shift. And I think I worked late. I worked like extra hours, 10, 12 hours or something. And I was going to the store to get something to eat or something. And it was some like little girl in there. She was, you know how they have different like businesses and they're trying to sell something, whether it's cell phone, cable or something. I don't know what she was in there. And like I overheard, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to be here." And I just seen this one dude. He just walked by. He looked like he was a bum. And she was talking about me. She was talking about me. Look, girl, I just came from work, making probably more money in one day than you make in 2 or 3. But that's how there's so many young women and women, they don't even know what a real man look like. They don't know a real man who works, who got maybe steel toe boots on or steel toe shoes on, opposed to a bum on the street. Mic drop. That's all I gotta say. This is the Raisin Carter podcast. I'm your host, Ramon Weatherall Senior. And fathers, do not let other people who do not represent you the best way tell you who you are and what you are. I'm telling that to you, and I want you to tell that to your sons. Even if you don't have a son, you just a young man, a man, you follow, listen to, align yourself with people, with other men who have the same ideals and morals that you do. Because there are a lot of people out here like Tyler Perry and these other people. Just because he has money, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You don't speak for us, bruh. You speak, your audience is women. That's why you was on that woman's podcast. It's not us. It's not us. You can't speak for us. We're not telling women to settle. I wouldn't tell my daughter to be with some man who can only pay the light bill. If one job ain't enough, go get 2. And that is this episode of the Raisin Carter podcast. If you like this episode, share it. Tell your friends about this podcast, because this podcast is for you, fellas. This podcast is for you, sons. And I'm out of here. Peace.